Welcome back, folks, to another episode of the Challenger Stories. Today, I'm joined by Mr. Whippet. Whippet, folks at home, please introduce yourself.
My name's Whippet, I cast Siege. You might have seen me on Brazil, Latin America, South Korea. I'm in Tier 2 at the minute doing stuff like Rumble, Tier 2 finals, and anything that the UK scene's got going for Tier 2, I'm there.
Including chanting and making a riff-raff down there.
Listen, that's what we have to do. We have to come out here and we've got to represent ourselves the best way possible by recycling responsibly and letting everyone in the region know that the UKIN region's got some pretty good chance going.
We have got some really good chance going, and well, let's just pivot totally from the chance from the majors. Before we even got thinking about majors, Siege itself, when did you find it and how did you fall in love with it?
It's a long story for me, actually. So all the way back from when they first showed it at E3, I was hooked. I was kind of a passive fan of Tom Clancy's stuff. I'd read some of the books. My dad was really interested in the books. So I knew the name, and I played one of the old Rainbow Six titles, and I got into this, played the early tests on console, and decided, I want to dive into this. Funny enough, it was actually a Christmas present for my parents. They got it to me. They let me play it early instead of opening it on Christmas Day, and I was hooked ever since. Didn't get really into the esports until 6 months later. I got spawn peeked by some dude on Border, and they said they learned it from a Pengu stream. I followed that, and from there on, I started off as a Penta G2 fan for the longest time, and that's where my journey with esports started.
And then, from being a fan of the esport, from watching one of the most historic rosters of all time, to then casting names like them today, how did you get into that journey? Where did that start?
It was, I think, definitely a convoluted path for me, but longest story, the way Summer Rise, I wanted to be a support staff initially. I realized that I wasn't good enough to play. Then I didn't really have the commitment, nor the mindset to be a coach nor analyst. And the guys on the team I worked with then said, you always have passion for our debriefs, you should be a caster. They signed me up for a Discord cast, like a Discord League cast, without my knowledge. I'd done it, one of the worst experiences of my life. But I got asked to do it again and again and again, and I just kept doing everything inside of Tier 4. I got the opportunity to do UKIN, and I casted with people like Gibson, my current duo, and spent some time working with Fresh at that level as well. And from there, Fresh, put myself and Gibson forward for Gamers 8. We done that, and that followed in the Challenger League, and that got us all the way to Tier 1.
Into Tier 1, and then, of course, today, working much of the T2 circuit in the last year, enjoying yourselves. This will be live during Challenger Series. Any takes you want to drop? But you can drop Challenger Series.
I can drop. Well, my big thing is I want to see Panahone do well. I was a big believer in this team. If you follow anything I've seen, I love Finnish players. I love the teams. I love even the people. I love hanging around with them. I think Panahone didn't show their full potential during the LCQ to get to the Invitational here. And I think they're the team that I think people will underestimate because they're not the Heretics, they're not the Geeky. They're a side that maybe people don't see a full potential of a full national team. And I think they're going to surprise lots of people, hopefully, fingers crossed.
Fingers crossed, surprise lots of people. Well, you might have just sealed your fate because I might be airing this after.
Listen, I will get them a few drinks at this event just in case I put the curse on them.
Just to avoid the curse. And then looking ahead into the next year, hopefully teams like Panu will be qualified into T1. For the player that's looking at next year's Challenger Series, the LCQs that we'll have coming up as well, advice to them on where to get and how to get started with that.
First thing is, if you want to do it, do it. There's no point sitting there having the dream and not going for it. It's in my bio on Twitter, it's what I say, get to your dreams. Nothing's going to stop the person that does something, and if you just keep doing it, you're going to do it. There's a lot of talented people, everyone wants to help. I know you spoke to Cooley for this, he'll help you if you want to be an analyst or a coach. There's always players that want to help build it up. We're a community for a reason. That word means more than just a group of people, the region you're in. People want to help, people want to see it up, and you see it at events like this. Everyone bands together, whether you're a secret fan by right or not, you're going to cheer for them because they're European, they're your side, and that's your region. So I think find like-minded people, don't stop the grind, and always just believe a little bit more in yourself.
You look at the spectacle of what's going on in the arena there, a huge, massive game, and then sometimes it's hard to forget those people aspect, that individual one-on-one, and like you say, it's everyone in this community is accessible. That is a massive special thing of what we've got here in Siege, and it's a perfect note to end on here for this one. Whippet, thank you very much for joining me.
Thank you for having me.
Hopefully see you around on the streams this year.
I will.